stop the sun from shining whenever you're around.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for the Capricorn November horoscope. Well, there's a few things happening this month. Firstly, we do have a lunar eclipse on the 19th in your 6th house. And that's sort of like your everyday routine, your work, your habits, and also your health and well-being. But there is also a beautiful thing called a minor grand trine happening, and a sort of not so beautiful thing called a T-square happening between the Sun, Saturn and Uranus as well. I will talk about these in depth when I do your horoscope, but firstly I like to draw two tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you, as well as your horoscope. I'll do a psychic channeling at the end. If you're new, subscribe and be alive, and click that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the main board and see what these cards have to say today. I've already shuffled them up, and I'll just look for some card that really stands out to me. Let's go with that one there. Okay, so closing my eyes now. What do I see for Capricorn? Oh, there's a thing here. I don't know what it is, though. I've never seen one of these before. It's like a crystal on the end of a wand. And perhaps this is about magically manifesting something that you want in the physical world. They're saying there's a paintbrush and painting. You're painting your life. You're the author of your life. The card that comes up is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is about stepping out and being more adventurous. Typically, it's sort of like the vitality of a younger person, and it's somebody who's quite brave. Even if he or she doesn't know what they're getting into, they're going to have a right old crack. If there are challenges that come from other people, but this person has enough willpower and usually is successful. So swords, all about the mental realm. Here on an eagle, taking the big picture view, of course, because birds do that. And an eagle is a symbol of freedom. So this is like stepping out for freedom. Okay, how you interpret that is up to you. Freedom has different sort of meanings to different people. So, you know, I'll leave that up to you to decide. I could get into a whole big thing there, but I won't. We'll be here all day. Second card. Okay, second half of the month. Let's have a look. And we'll go with that one there. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Yeah, okay, so there's been some sort of influence on the body, or it's like I'm down in the subconscious and I'm in the earth, so that says body to me. And so this is about your vitality, your health and well-being. You do have a bit going on there. I will talk about that in a moment, especially with the lunar eclipse. The card that comes out is the Six of Wands, 6th house, 6 of Wands. Okay, this is an interesting card because Wands, of course, is all about spirit. And this can sometimes come after a very difficult situation. It's like you win an award, you receive an accolade. Sometimes it's to do with love, because you'll see the roses on the end of these baseball bats here. So there could have been some sort of difficult situation with a relationship, but you resolve the issue one way or the other and receive some sort of recognition for that resolution. Blue and green, of course, communicating about what you love. Okay, green is growth. It's also the heart chakra, and it's sort of human love. So often, you know, it's not strictly limited to relationships, but often it is relationships. Okay, so bear those two cards in mind. And now I'll make this bigger so that you can see it. Put that up there like that. Okay, so First thing I want to talk about is this beautiful minor grand trine here with Mercury in Libra in your 10th house of vocation, reputation, and this means that your communications could go very smoothly, very peacefully. There's a lot of harmonious energy between you and other people when communicating, or it could also be your thinking is pleasant, because Libra loves to be pleasant. And this is also to do with communications online and your reputation, social standing. Perhaps you're getting you're becoming more well known in a group of people. This is making a sextile here to Venus in your sign, in Sagittarius, but it will go into your sign. This means that your subconscious, there's some sort of pleasant, polite energy deep down within, and things are coming up that are a bit exciting, a bit adventurous, maybe there's an underlying spirit of generosity or something like that. Jupiter in Aquarius in your second house here. Second house is what you value, your belief systems, your possessions, your money. It does indicate growth. Everything that Jupiter touches grows. So it's fabulous to have Jupiter in the second house in Aquarius. There's a lot of thinking energy going on about it. There's a sort of almost a spiritual aspect to it. Technology could be involved. So that's really lovely. But then we have this T-square, and that involves the Sun, Saturn, and Uranus. So here's Saturn here, what's called the apex planet actually. Saturn in Aquarius in your second house, restrictions, limitations, delays. So your money might be up and then it might be down, or it looks really favourable but then there's an unexpected expense or something like that between these two, Saturn and Jupiter. Uranus here in Taurus in your fifth house of creativity, romance, entertainment. There could be some sort of restriction, limitation, delay, and depending on where you are, there could be a lockdown called or something like that. It's something out of the blue that happens. It has a real physical effect concerning your entertainment, romance, creativity. Right? It's also the world of the child. So if you have children, they could be involved. And then over here we have the Sun in Scorpio in your 11th house of hopes and dreams. It's also your friends, groups, connections as well. So yeah, the long and the short of it is that it boils down to there's some sort of stress or tension between these three planets all juggling and jostling for position. Added to that, we have lunar eclipse here in your sixth house, and this could bring up some sort of transformation in your everyday work. Okay, the North Node and Lilith are there as well, so there might be changes. So in other words, it's a good month for you to be a little bit cautious, Capricorn, and you're very good at that because you do like to have things sort of more structured and settled and down to earth. So if you know that there's going to be major changes around your everyday life, you can best prepare for them. So it's not a time to spend money willy-nilly perhaps, but a time to be prepared if you can. And as a Capricorn, you most certainly can. Let's have a look now at the individual influences. On the 4th, the new moon is in your 11th house here, bringing new beginnings. You might feel the need for more friends or to catch up with friends, a need for community and fellowship. And there's probably a deepening closeness between yourself and other people. Cultural events or participating in group activity is probably indicated. 4th of November to the 5th of March 2022, Venus moves into your sign, and this is beautiful, brings desires for harmony, beauty, and comfortable surroundings, because Venus loves you to be comfortable. Avoid unpleasantness if you can, and you're more inclined to use charm at the moment and loving persuasion to get what you want. 4th of November to the 24th of November, Mercury in your 11th house means that there's probably going to be a lot of group discussions or planning sessions at the moment. And even if you're not in a group at the moment, a sense of community is more important to you. You want to talk, socialise, and get out and about with people that you're on the same page with and that you share common interests with. 28th of October to the 23rd of November, Jupiter trines Mercury. This brings a lot of new ideas and information, and you're likely to have info coming to you about a subject that you don't know much about, but that makes it more exciting. So you're going to gain more knowledge, and this is going to be beneficial to you in the long term. And it's a great time, if you can, to take advantage of opportunities to expand your mental horizons, because down the track, something to do with your career could really benefit. So you're quite receptive to new ideas, and it is a great time to take sort of stock of the general direction of your life and make any necessary tweaks or adjustments. Okay, so the lunar eclipse in your 6th house on the 19th means that you've got some practical things that you need to take care of. So although there's emotions sort of bubbling up underneath, you take care of the practicalities first and then look at what's going on. You might have some concerns over your health, your diet, putting your life in order, and self-improvement is highlighted now. You might also, be looking at what's going on with your work, how you can improve it, or perhaps you might decide that you want to change jobs. That does seem to be quite a theme that's coming up this month for lots of star signs, especially with your MC here in the 10th house and Mercury also. It could be discussions about you changing jobs. And looking for a position, if you're working, looking for a position that is more self-fulfilling. 18th to the 21st, Venus trines Uranus. This is fabulous. It brings up something very pleasurable, but something that's unexpected. Could be like a gift from somebody close to you, a friend, or a relationship partner. It's a great time to get away, have a little mini break if possible. And you're likely to experience a refreshing change of pace. It's really beneficial for romance or rejuvenating relationships. 20th of November to the 21st of December, the Sun in your 12th house here means it's probably a good time to retreat from the world and to go within. Have a look at your dreams, spend some time in meditation, and it's time to relax. You probably don't have a huge amount of energy for doing anything at the moment, and that's fine. It's like you're less ambitious than usual. 23rd to the 13th of December, Mercury also moves into your 12th house, the house of the goddess, or the house of the subconscious. And it's sort of a bit hard to explain what, this house actually is, but it's very experiential, and it's all about your spirituality and your intuition. So you could be more sensitive than usual. You might also be able to see behind the scenes, something going on, and your intuition sort of giving you little signs of what you should do or what is really happening in that situation. You probably just want to watch and not really do very much at the moment. The 25th of November to the 29th, Venus squares your MC. You might be interested in socialising and, having more to do with your family or your friends, but work gets in the way. it's hard to act in a professional manner sometimes. And so, yeah, you might need a little bit of time out, and you need to balance your work and play, basically. 28th of November to the 1st of December, Mars trines Neptune. This is great for relaxation. It is time to avoid stressful confrontations. And on the good side, on the positive side, your imagination's likely to be quite stimulated, and you're looking for excitement. Okay, a bit of excitement's a good thing. 29th to the 2nd of December, Venus sextiles Neptune. You're very receptive to beauty. You want to be surrounded by harmony, pleasant people, kind people. You're also likely to feel quite gentle towards other people, and you might want to help a particular person out at the moment, and this will make you feel happy. Okay, so it's like a time of generosity. You feel more generous than usual. 30th of November to the 2nd of December, Sun trines Chiron. And this is fabulous because you're likely to be recognised in some way. You get favourable approval to your ideas, your plans. People notice. And people in authority particularly, they sort of have some respect for you, which is always welcome. And it is a great time, again, to have a break from routine and do something different. 23rd of November to the 17th of December, Saturn sextiles Chiron, gives you a greater purpose in life. You have a sense of direction now. You know what you're doing and why you're doing it. And you might also have the opportunity to learn different things at work, which will benefit your career in the long run. If there's been a difficult situation, there might be some sort of resolution or healing of that situation. Relationships with parents and elders are also likely to improve. 24th of November to the 18th of December, and we have Saturn squares Sun. This does bring trials and difficulties. There's an important decision that needs to be made, but it's not easy to make it. So you've got this Saturn squares Sun and Saturn sextile Chiron at the same time, so it's a little bit of both. So yeah, don't get down in the dumps with Saturn squares Sun, because there's also some benefits to Saturn sextiling Chiron, so people will probably help you. It is good Saturn squaring the Sun if you want to cut back and become more efficient or minimise something, clean out your wardrobe, work out new procedures at work that are, time saving or save money. Saturn loves things to be very efficient. Yeah, so it's time to be logical with this too. Maybe you can analyse the situation and work out a better way to do it. So although this is a time of delays and restrictions, there are some silver linings here. So just know it's not forever. It's 3 weeks. You'll manage. It is a great time to divest yourself of old and useless things. However, you're the only one that can do that. You might want to listen to other people, but they don't really understand the situation because they're on their path. They're not on your path. Okay, so that's your horoscope. Now what I'm going to do, courageous Capricorns, is close my eyes and see what I can see for you for November 2021. Yeah, step by step, just keep plodding. Sometimes it feels like there's a burden on your shoulders, and then that comes off, and it's just like step by step. I think the overall thing for the month would be routine. If you can keep yourself in a routine, even when the going gets tough, you'll still be able to carry on because you've got your routine. Don't allow all of the things out there to come and intrude on, what you've got in your heart, what you've got in your head, and the way forward. Okay, just keep on plodding along. Might be slow, but you'll get there eventually. I see these are like steps, and you're going up. You're learning one step on top of the next, on top of the next, on top of the next, and ascending in consciousness just through your will and determination to keep going. Okay, more than any other sign, you can do this. because it's like you know that you're going to get there in the end, and you will. I see a gas burner on a stove, and the fire is still going. Like I can see the little jets burning with the fire, and this is like the fire of spirit coming through you. Yeah, sometimes it's on full bore, and you're all gung-ho and go, get ahead, and there's a lot of vitality there. And other times the fire is just coming out of the jets very, very low, and simmering away. But whether it's full on or it's only part way, it doesn't really matter. You're still in the cooking process, you're still doing it. Okay, so I just want to encourage you not to give up on things that are really important and that are in your heart. Keep going. Okay, so that's it, everyone. I hope this is useful for you. Leave a like or a comment, share on your socials. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And if you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell right now. Most importantly, have a wonderful month, courageous Capricorns. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.